So if you've seen the latest update, you know that DE has decided to change excavation by making excavators start with 20% power once they spawn instead of 50% power. Obviously this change won't make excavation absolutely unplayable, but it's still an unnecessary nuisance. Really, that's like taking every capture mission in the game and making every capture target be escorted by bombards and scrambus units. Yes, the game mode is still playable, but it's more annoying for practically no reason. Call me a conspiracy theorist, but why has DE decided to change excavation now of all times? R5 core farming is not a new thing by any means, so picking now to nerf excavation is a pretty weird time, considering how buggy extermination was a while back. Let's not forget that the whole reason why extermination missions went down the toilet was because focus farming was becoming a problem, so to speak. And DE's answer to this was to completely piss off focus farmers. To answer both sides of this debate, yes, something had to be done to take care of focus farming, that, I agree with, but fucking over the spawns was the wrong way to go about it. If you really want to fix a game mechanic that requires grinding to progress, like focus, then your best solution is to remove the grind in the first place. Focus trees like Naraman are low-key levels of strong once you've gotten a large portion of it unlocked, but to get there, you have to do even more grinding than you did to get your Trinity Prime set. Maybe it's just me, but the grind in focus trees just feels like a cheap way to extend game time once a player has completely played through the Origin system and has every prime and primed mod they want ranked up and pimped out. Back to the main topic. When DE and their players clash about grinding being made even more tedious, I can't help but get confused. It's perfectly understandable for DE to want to hamper the progress of a player, because after all, if you can achieve endgame levels of gear in less than 3 days, either your game is too easy or your players have found grinding exploits, such as with exterminate missions. Rather than fight over how much grind is too much grind, why doesn't DE reward players for working with the grind? For example, suppose that DE made it so the more you play on a certain game mode, like Draco, the more potential experience and loot you'd gain from other game modes you normally don't run, like Sabotage. That way, players can go about their business grinding and earn a little something for their pockets, while at the same time DE has somewhat changed how players only log on to grind and do nothing else. The point of changing grind should be so once a player logs on, his mentality is okay, do I want to start with Triton or Hyrcan, or do I want to run a few spy missions to collect some free extra experience? Oh, I could also get some easy bonus experience from Deception, I haven't run that in a while. This should be what every player should be thinking, not should I grind my focus points now, or before the focus reset? A key component to build upon player enjoyment of the game is choice. If you give a player multiple but fun options on what they can do every time they log in, chances are they will remain logged in for longer amounts of time and be less prone to burnout. If you make it so the only things there are to do are grind for new gear, level current gear, and grind for fusion cores, then you fail to make the rest of your content interesting, and you fail to make the game fun for everyone. Going back to excavation, I really don't see why DE decided to change the starting excavator power from 50% to 20%. Not only is this a nearly random change, but this just makes it so that players have to go find a power carrier unit the second the excavator spawns, otherwise they waste seconds on an excavator doing nothing. But that's just me. Excavation's still playable, just slightly less so. Thank you for watching.